If you're struggling with staying consistent with your weight loss journey, then there's a slight chance that your weight loss goal is a little bit too ambitious. Now, don't get me wrong, it's always a good thing having an ambitious goal because that elicits challenge. And us as human beings, even though some of us don't like challenge, we effectively look for challenge. If something's not challenging enough, we get bored. But there is a fine line between something being challenging and something being overly ambitious. Because even though we don't want to get bored through a lack of a challenge, if the goal in mind that we've got is too challenging, we'll get demotivated. So because of this reason, it might be worth having milestone goals in between where you are now and where you ideally want to be. I'm going to bring the whiteboard back into play because that really helped last time, okay? So let's say, for example, you are at the start of your journey and your journey is visualized as a ladder. It's a really shit ladder, I know that. And at the top of the ladder is the goal which you've set for yourself. Let's say, for example, you want to lose a stone. Now, the thing is, 1 stone is actually quite a lot of body fat. That's 14 pounds of body fat, meaning that if we work out how many calories you need to be in a deficit by, that works out as 49,000 calories. That's what you need to find. You need to be in a deficit of 49,000 calories to roughly lose around a stone of body fat. So as you can tell, where you are now to where you want to be, that's quite a relatively long way away. So if you try and literally just go from here straight to that 1 stone loss, then imagine what would happen if you stepped from the bottom step of a ladder straight to the top step. You'd probably fall flat on your face and you wouldn't make it. Like, literally imagine it. You're on the bottom step of a ladder, you try and get to the top, there's no way. And besides, even if you don't fall flat on your face and you somehow manage to eventually reach that top, you have nothing to celebrate in between. You're literally grinding on onto something that might take months or even a year to achieve until you're eventually allowed to celebrate. Put in that much work and that much effort into something that you will only be able to celebrate after a certain while is known as delayed gratification. Some people are really good with delayed gratification. Others don't do that well with it. And you probably suffer with an inability to delay gratification. So if you are one of these people, that's absolutely fine. What I recommend you do is create milestone goals. So put steps in between where you are right now and where you want to be, just like adding steps to a ladder. For example, this first step right here would be lose your first pound. Work towards losing that first pound. Once you've achieved that pound loss, celebrate, be happy. Then work towards the next goal, which could be another £1 loss. And then the third step, £1 loss. Fourth step, £1 loss. Keep going until you've done that 14 times. And that is ultimately how you avoid delaying gratification until you've actually achieved the goal, because you can celebrate every single time you've achieved these mini goals. And it will also distribute your journey across multiple different milestones rather than waiting 3, 4, 5, 6 months to achieve that goal which you set out to achieve. And it doesn't even have to be the pound weight loss. It can literally just be go to the gym twice this week. That's the first goal. That's your first target to hit. Once you've managed to do that consistently, then look at the second goal. Go a third time. Go to the gym 3 times in the week. Once you've achieved that, then go upwards. Okay, go 4 times in the week. Once you've achieved that, then go upwards. Say to yourself you want to add 10 kilograms onto your deadlift. Little milestone goals between where you are right now and where you want to be. This is the reason as to why I tend to set my clients performance-based targets, because even though they didn't come on board the team wanting to lift 40 kilogram bench press or lift a bodyweight deadlift or whatever it is, the act of doing so, of giving them these performance-based targets, breaks their journey down in a much more bite-sized way, and they can actually celebrate their targets and celebrate their goals and celebrate these milestones every time that they achieve them. And if they continue to achieve these milestones, then much like what happens on a step ladder, eventually they'll get to the top. It's kind of like a byproduct of literally just climbing step by step by step. So if you're currently in a position whereby you're struggling to stay consistent on the journey to achieve a goal which you've set for yourself, then I recommend setting milestones in between where you are now and where you want to be. Bite-sized, realistic milestone goals for you to start achieving and therefore also start celebrating on your way to doing it. Trust me, it'll work. And if you want any more free fitness or fat loss based content without any bullshit, as always, make sure that you're either following my Instagram at k.p_health or subscribe to this channel. And please make sure that you like this video and comment if you've got any questions at all. Peace.